Pigmore admits VAR failure in Arsenal's defeat to West Ham as Gabriel Jesus poor. Arsenal lost 2-0 to West Ham in a blow to their hopes of winning the Premier League title, and there was more VAR controversy that went against the Gunners. The Pigmore admitted to a VAR failure as Arsenal collapsed against West Ham in their bid to reclaim the top spot. From the angles available at Stoneclay Park, it was impossible to say whether the ball had remained in play in the build-up to Thomas Southall's opener. So, the on-field decision to let play continue stood. Arsenal fans were adamant that Gerard Bowen had failed to keep the ball in, however, and their mood darkened in the second half when former Ghana Konstantinos Mavropanos headed in James Ward-Prowse's header to secure a 2-0 win, which leaves Mikel Arteta's side in second, 2 points behind Liverpool. Every time Arsene Wenger used to claim, "I did not see it," it was hailed by the Arsenal faithful as a legitimate excuse. There was little appetite from the home fans, though. Too late off VAR, with the same blinked stance. Did the ball cross the line or not in the build-up to West Ham's opening goal? From one frame produced by the top of the range technology installed in parts to solve precisely this problem, showed the ball was still slightly in play. But by the next frame, the ball had simply disappeared. Was it over the line or just hidden behind Gerard Bowen's thigh? Stoneclay Park lacked the evidence to say for sure, so were forced to go with the on-field decision. Thomas Southall's firm finish from point-blank range was allowed to stand. So many questions, but in truth, the VAR situation is the least of them for Arsenal. More long-term benefit might come from looking at why Alexander Zinchenko simply ran into Gabriel in the build-up to the 13th minute strike, and whether he has too many of those mistakes in him to sustain a title challenge. A question to address next week when the transfer window opens. And there are others. Arsenal had 87% of the possession in an accelerating opening 7 minutes, but for all the flinks, tricks, and back-heeled kicks, they did not manage to mount even a verge threat on the Arsenal goal. They need somebody to put the ball into the back of the net on a regular basis. In the Champions League, Gabriel Jesus is a young man, 24, in 43 games, but his tally of just 3 Premier League goals is part of the reason Arsenal have allowed so many of these games. They have dominated sleep out of their grasp. West Ham had doubled the lead when Mavropanos flicked in Ward-Prowse's corner off the underside of the bar in the 56 minutes. His refusal to celebrate in attribute to 8 forgettable games in 4 years on the books here. It was then that Jesus really drew the real groan from frustrated Arsenal followers. First, he headed Bukayo Saka's cross straight at Alphonse Areola, and then moments later, even better service from Ben White was headed high over the bar from close range. Saka, who had hit the base of the post in the first half, is under too much pressure to produce every week, and there was enough desperation about his attempts to win a penalty from Angelo Ogbonna for referee Michael Oliver. This time Val had a clearer view, but were still not going to come to Arsenal's rescue. Instead, it endorsed a clear, humiliating error in front of the away fans by former Hammer Declan Rice when his tired trip on Emerson conceded a penalty deep in injury time. Arsenal may have got away with it when David Raya saved Bowen's kick, but now they will have to dig deep. As during last season, manager Mikel Arteta is resolute in sticking to his best 11 whenever possible. The only change this time was Leandro Trossard for the suspended Kai Havertz. The game are coming thick and fast, though, with a trip to Fulham to squeeze in before the start of the new year. Then, that transfer window opens. The temptation after this has to be to make use of it.